Let's be honest with each other for a second. Just you and me. No cameras, no performance, no filters. Just the raw, uncomfortable truth that keeps you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. You are not where you're supposed to be, are you? You can feel it. It is a quiet, gnawing ache in your chest, a heaviness that doesn't go away even when you're laughing with friends or distracting yourself with your phone. It is the feeling that you are drifting, that the best version of you is slowly fading away, leaving behind a ghost that just goes through the motions. Look at the calendar. Look how fast the years are slipping through your fingers. Last year, gone. The year before that, gone. And now you're staring down the barrel of another year, terrified that the next 5 are going to look exactly like the last 5. That is the nightmare, isn't it? The nightmare isn't death. The tragedy isn't dying. We're all going to die. The tragedy is staying dead while you are still alive. The nightmare is standing in the exact same spot with the exact same bank account, the exact same body, and the exact same excuses 1 year from today. Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that will make a change in your life's direction? If you don't do something starting tomorrow, guess what? It's going to be the same. And that way, you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like, because the next 5 are going to be like the last 5, unless you change it all. The fear is never reaching your potential. The fear is being an old man looking back and saying, God, I could have been great. I could have been strong. I could have been the one who changed my family tree. But you didn't. You settled. You chose comfort. You chose the easy path. And the safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time. Most men live lives of quiet desperation. I've been that guy, but you have to reach a breaking point. You have to have a turn-back moment, a moment where you decide, I am done negotiating with mediocrity. If you give up now, the guarantee is that it will never happen. It's easy to give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do, to say, I'm done, I don't feel like it. But what is hard is going on. What is hard is waking up and realizing that the architect of your current misery is you. It wasn't your boss. It wasn't the economy. It wasn't bad luck. It was you. It was your inability to control your mind. It was your refusal to sit in the discomfort of growth. So are we going to do this, or are we going to let another year burn to the ground? To rebuild yourself, you must be willing to do the one thing that terrifies human beings more than anything else. You have to be willing to die. Not physically, but psychologically. The old you has to die. The version of you that's lazy, he has to die. The version of you that seeks validation from people who don't care about you, he has to die. You cannot drag that corpse into your future and expect to fly. Rebuilding isn't a renovation project. It's not a fresh coat of paint. It is a demolition. And demolition is violent. It is loud. It is messy. It hurts. You have to look in the mirror and admit that you are the problem. But the moment you take radical responsibility for everything that's wrong is the exact moment you gain the power to fix it. Science tells us your brain is a survival machine, not a success machine. Your brain craves familiarity. It would rather you be depressed and predictable than happy and uncertain. So when you try to rebuild, your own mind declares war on you. It whispers, "Who do you think you are?" It reminds you of every failure. This is why most people never change. They wait to feel like it. I am telling you right now, if you are waiting for the perfect time, if you are waiting for motivation to strike you like lightning, die waiting. You have to act before you feel. You have to move while you are terrified. You have to build while your hands are shaking. You need to embrace the concept of the dark room. We live in a world terrified of silence. We plug our ears with podcasts, music, noise. But to rebuild, you need to disappear. I'm talking about a season of isolation. Give yourself 6 months, just 6 months. 6 months where you go ghost. You stop announcing your moves. You stop going to the parties. You stop talking about what you're gonna do. And you just do. You go into the dark, and in that dark, you face the demons. You look at your trauma not with self-pity, but with the eyes of a scientist. Why do I self-sabotage? Why do I quit when it gets hard? You dissect the old you until you understand the mechanics of your own failure. It looks ugly at first. It's just mud and holes and broken pieces. But you don't judge a building by its foundation work. You are laying the groundwork for a skyscraper, and that requires digging deep. Now, let's talk about the fire. Let's talk about the animal inside. Everyone wants to be a beast. Everyone wants to be number one. Everyone wants to be the champion, but nobody wants to do what beasts do. When the war drums sound, the cowards run. The elite, they say, it's go time. I want you to find that switch inside of you. You have to have an off button for your feelings and an on button for your savagery. There is a version of you that is a conqueror, a version of you that looks at the competition and says, I am the best ever. There is no one who can stop me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. You have to be ferocious. Life is a fight for territory, and if you stop fighting for what you don't want will automatically take over. You have to get in beast mode and stay in beast mode. Your beast mode has been idle for too long. You've been soft, you've been comfortable, you've been negotiating with pain. The Spartan does not retreat. The Spartan does not surrender. All I have in this world is my word and my will, and I do not break them for no one. You have to be willing to go to the deep end. Some people say, I'm never going to go to the deep end, but you should be able to. You have to be trained for it, so when life tries to drown you, you can look at life and say, I am deep end qualified. When you are hurt, I want you to love it. When you are tired, I want you to get excited. Why? Because this is where the others quit. I get happier the harder it is, because I know no one else will follow me here. If you can shift your mindset from this is hard to no one else can survive this, you win. Stop being a victim. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, my legs hurt. Oh, it's raining. Who cares? Who's gonna carry the boats? You are. You have to decide to be unstoppable. Say to yourself, no matter what life throws at me, it will never stop me. No matter how rough it gets, I will never quit. You can be tired, you can be worn out, but you cannot stop. I am not in competition with anybody. I am racing against myself, and if I lose to the man I was yesterday, that is the only defeat that matters. Wake up the beast. Let him out of the cage, because when he comes out, hell is coming with him.
But aggression is not enough. You cannot just burn hot, you must burn long. After the adrenaline fades, you enter the valley of silence. This is the phase nobody talks about. This is Tuesday morning, 3 weeks from now. It's raining, you're sore, your bank account hasn't moved, the scale hasn't moved, and that old voice whispers, why bother? This is the moment that kills 99% of dreams. Napoleon Hill called it drifting. 98% of people are drifters. They let life happen to them. You must be the 2%. In this valley, you will feel like nothing is happening. You are planting seeds, watering them, fertilizing them, and you see nothing. You are like the bamboo tree. For 5 years you water it, and nothing breaks the surface. If you were foolish, you would stop. But underground, a massive root system is being built, And then, in the 5th year, it shoots up 80 feet in 6 weeks. You are in the root-building phase. Do not judge your day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. You have to fall in love with the boredom. Character is not built in the highlight reel. Character is built in the boring, monotonous, repetitive grind. It is doing the same thing over and over again with the same intensity as the first time. Audit your circle. If you hang around 5 broke people, you will be the 6th. If you hang around 5 complainers, you will be the 6th. If you hang around 5 men who are relentlessly rebuilding their lives, you will be the 6th. You might have to walk alone for a while, and I know that hurts. We crave belonging, but it is better to walk alone in the right direction than to follow the herd off a cliff. Rebuild yourself in silence, and the right people will find you. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If you vibrate at a frequency of desperation, you attract desperate people. If you attract desperate people, if you vibrate at a frequency of purpose and discipline, you attract warriors. What is your book going to look like? Your life is a book. You are writing a chapter every single day. When they close that book, how good was it? Did you play it safe, or was it a page-turner? I want you to visualize 2026, not as a number on a calendar, but as a destination. Close your eyes. See yourself, not the you of today, tired, anxious, unsure. See the rebuilt you. How does he walk? How does he speak? Look at his eyes. There is a calmness there, a stillness. That is the look of a man who has kept promises to himself. That is the look of a man who walked through the fire and didn't burn. That person is waiting for you. He is screaming at you from the future, begging you to get up, begging you to put down the distractions, begging you to lay the first brick. The bridge between you and that future is pain. There is no way around it. You have to walk through the pain of discipline, the pain of saying no to temporary pleasure, the pain of waking up when it is cold and dark. But remember this, the pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. You are going to feel pain either way. Choose your pain. I want you to internalize this code. Repeat this in your mind. I do not negotiate with myself. I do not wait for permission. I am the architect of my life. The old me is dead. The new me is emerging. I embrace the darkness. I embrace the grind. When I feel weak, I work harder. When I feel fear, I step forward. I am not a victor. I am a victim. My family is counting on me. My future self is watching me. I will not stop. I will not yield. I will not break. This is not a rehearsal. This is the show. The cameras are rolling. The clock is ticking. You have one life, one chance. Rebuild your body. Rebuild your mind. Rebuild your spirit. The year is 2026. The person is you. The time is now.